Well, Ukrainians themselves, people who wrote in public sources what they witnessed, what they saw, claiming that that was obviously a Ukrainian stray anti-aircraft missile, which is very well seen on the videos that were shot. I have a QR code that I demonstrated to the Security Council members with the most perhaps clear footages of what the Ukrainian witnesses evidenced. I invite you to photo it and to go there to see it yourselves. So that's it. I mean, they again tried to attribute the fault to Russia, as usual, in vain. We said it many times, and we continue to say that we are not targeting civilian objects, let alone the children's hospital. They tried to do the same with Mariupol Hospital, which was mentioned today. Time has passed, and everybody forgot that we replied to that by rejecting the accusations, saying that it happened exactly the other way than they claimed.
Ambassador, the Ukrainian ambassador just showed us multiple photos.
What would you expect from the Ukrainian ambassador to demonstrate to you? The stray Ukrainian anti-aircraft missile? Of course, they briefly, hurriedly made their version of events with the demonstration of the debris of some Russian rocket. What else can they say? Will they be willing to recognize it was their missile that hit the hospital? And when he accused me of being immoral, saying that the Russian missile would have destroyed the hospital completely, I don't see what immorality he's referring to. Because indeed, if the Russian missile that was targeted to the military object would hit the hospital, then the hospital would be completely destroyed. I mean, I'm not rejoicing at whatever victims or the wounded were in the hospital at the time of a strike. Moreover, that it was the Ukrainians themselves that did it. But you saw that despite the evidence provided to us, 300 people were injured, including 8 children. 2 grown-ups were killed. And I'm not, again, every death is a tragedy, but the scale of destruction is not the one that they're trying to present. And you can see the footage and the photos from the QR code I gave you. I can demonstrate it again, demonstrating how people are gathering around the rubble, strangely passing water through the line, passing the bricks, and looks very ingenious, I would say. I mean, that looks suspicious.
Ambassador, the Saudi Arabia announcement today that it would drop European Union bonds if it confiscates Russian assets. Do you have any comment on that?
Not yet. I have not seen the announcement by Saudi Arabia. I was distracted by the meeting. I will study.
Mr. Ambassador, what do you think about the fact that UN Secretary General abruptly accused Russia of hitting the hospital?
Well, you remember I came for a stakeout to discuss the way the UN is commenting on the Russian strikes and the Ukrainian strikes, to compare the reaction. And when I visited Secretary General after that stakeout, I gave him the same quotes that I was reading out to you, telling him that these are clearly double standards. When the Russian territory is hit and the civilian objects are hit, the reaction is very flaccid. But when something happens in Ukraine, the Secretary General and his spokesmen are rushing to accuse and condemn Russia right away.
Ambassador, so to be clear, you're saying that it was the errant rocket of the Ukrainian air
Yes,
defense.
I do, and not just me, but the Ukrainians themselves.
Okay,
Look
so-
at the publics.
But was Russia firing in the area? Because why would the air
Russia,
defense trigger
yes,
under
indeed.
this
Russia
scenario?
was hitting the factory, one of the largest factory in Ukraine, which produces armaments. That is Artyom, so-called Artyom factory. a very old enterprise, which is 2 kilometers away from this Ohmadet hospital in the vicinity, and the Ukrainian air defense was in the area, which again testifies that they are using against the international humanitarian law. They are using civilian quarters, deploying anti-aircraft systems there.
Ambassador, European governments, including the Irish government, have called Russia's bombing of the Children's Hospital a war crime. What is your response to that?
My response to that I gave many times, including at this stakeout, that we have not bombed the Children's Hospital.
And on the Ukrainian ambassador's challenge to the legitimacy of Russia's seat?
Well, that's a perennial thing with the Ukrainian ambassador. He cannot cease referring to it. I just ignore his statements, you know that. Thank you very much.